who's a legacy of Austin.
Yes.
So a mix of rock and country and red dirt and Texas swing and just all the things that I consider iconic to Texas Hill Country. There really is a conviction to keep it if you haven't been to Texas before and you're just in town for the weekend, which is, 70% of our audience are from out of town. They're just traveling through. We want them to be, if they went to a show at Rockbox, that they encountered something about Texas.
Yes.
And so we really are keeping it to that, with the exception of the tribute acts. What we're curating is either they're a regional talent from around here, or they're a legacy artist from Texas that we're just showcasing.
Yeah.
We are also adding in comedy, which has gone well. We did one of those in March, and we're doing at least a quarterly comedy show that's curated by a place that puts them on around the state, so it's real high quality, kind of a blue collar comedy type.
Yeah.
We're adding in movies and cinema starting in the summer. We're kind of letting some of the spring get by to get our legs under us with the other stuff, but we know good and well that it'd be nice to on a hot summer day just go in there and watch a Western and drink, and just hang out. So we programmed the weekends first, and now we're backfilling kind of some of the weekday stuff that we can do, and just trying to keep the doors open as often as we can.
Yeah.
It is also available for rent for corporate use and association meetings. We have the Fredericksburg Independent School District using it for a few things, just on a Tuesday night or a Wednesday, where they need a room. There's not many rooms you can gather in nice seats for several hundred people in Fredericksburg.
Right.
And so we're trying to serve as that also.
Fantastic.
Our first rounds of improvements we did was renovating the interior, renovated the lobby, made it all Texas wine, beer, and liquor, except for tequila. If you find a good Texas tequila, let me know.
Hey, we'll do it.
I think they call it Sotol.
Yeah.
But so we're doing what we can to just be a place that if you come into Rockbox, you've encountered what is Hill Country, what is Texas.
Nice. Yeah, I've been there twice. I saw Chad Prather there.
Oh yeah, so that's comedy.
Yeah, he was comedy. And then Michael Martin Murphy, wonderful performer. Seen him twice now. One in Red River, New Mexico, and once here in Rockbox, and I thought that was over the top. Awesome. So it's a great place. The Rockbox is a great place for the community. It sounds like you're bringing that heart of Texas here to Fredericksburg, Texas, right here at the Rockbox. It's going to be a great venue. It sounds like it's already been a great venue, but I think you're going to move it over the top, man.
That's what we're trying to do, is just keep the life breathing into it and growing it and being intentional with it. And we also just use it as our rehearsal space and a spot to gather during, throughout the week. Just people stop by, and I had one of the Texas Monthly writers knocking on the door not too long ago. He's like, "Landon, I've been watching you post about this on Instagram. I just want to see what it was like."
Yes.
So it's making it a spot that's alive, that's really our place, like a cultural institution for us.
That's good. That's good for Fredericksburg.
For
the Hill Country. I would like to expand on your musical influences. I've watched you play at the Saloon, you and Lacey, and there were several other performers there. But that night, you and I had talked, and I'd never seen you live. That night, your movements, the way you expressed everything through music, through the way you played your guitar, moving around the room, involving yourself with the people there, it just showed me the type of performer that you really are. And I think afterwards we talked, and I said, "Man, you are very passionate about music." And you said, "Well, I truly am."
Yeah.
Can you expand on some of your inspirations for music?
Yeah, I definitely am passionate, and I try to be free with it. It is important to me that music be authentic and something that's real of myself. I'll write songs occasionally that are sort of put on or for someone else. I write songs for other bands also, and sell songs and license songs. And there's a difference of like, what am I making for me, and then what am I willing to put out as myself, And I don't do cover songs and never have, and I'm not against people doing them, but if I'm picking up the guitar and playing them, it's going to be songs I wrote.
Very good.
And that comes from what you trying to say? She's talking to us. Need more Walter? Or me?
It's as high as it goes.
Yeah, that's okay. Anyway. Just making sure you're acknowledging.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you want to pull that back
Yeah,
up a
sure.
little bit closer?
Just do this.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a switch on. The so I grew up, with church music, which is intersects with emotional music right there, and I don't know, I've just always been drawn to what music does to people and how it opens their hearts and makes them vulnerable.
Yeah.
And so I think inviting people into that by being vulnerable is the easy way.
Yeah.
But I also just get lost in it, man. I just,
Yes.
I don't mean to be all crying while I'm playing songs, but sometimes it happens.
Hey,
It just gets overwhelming.
That's it. That's what music drives us all to.
You want to switch
swap-
on?
That's out. Well, let's share that one.
Oh, okay, copy that. Oh, we can't hear Walter. Got it.
Oh no. Okay.
Well, it's all right.
Yeah.
I can just.
Yeah.
You can lead me with questions and all.
Yeah. I would say some of your music is just as well as my artists that I love. I see them perform, and when they get into it, the audience gets into it, and that's what drove me that night watching you. I sat through y'all's whole set. I couldn't leave, and again, I wanted to pay. There was no entry that night, and I wanted to pay.
You wanted to pay money
I was
for
like,
it.
man,
Yeah.
I feel like I've robbed these guys.
what I hear you saying is, that it makes you feel something, and it allows you to kind of encounter the music deeper than just entertainment can do. It's like the difference between service and hospitality. There's a dialogue that's happening, an emotional dialogue, and being aware of each other. And music is that tool for me. I love playing shows, but where music clicks is on front porches and in people's kitchens and stuff like this. Like, we could all go hang out at the coffee shop together, but if we just take the guitar out and I play a song or two, you feel like we've connected in a real way,
Yes.
And so music is my language, my emotional language. And especially, I'm in business and I'm in entrepreneurship, and there's all kinds of seriousness that life, requires.
Yeah.
But I do like that music can be kind of goofy and just allow people to feel things. And I remember I wrote a song for my grandpa when I was like probably 16 years old, and playing it for him, it was like the first time I'd ever watched my grandpa get teary, and he's seen all kinds of stuff that ought to have made him teary, but it like opened me up to like, oh, wait, songs can do this to people?
Yes.
So music is a tool.
That's good. I love that story because that's, for all of us, we had that moment. I can remember being 5 years old and listening to The Lion Sleeps Tonight, and just singing it back to my mom, and my mom looking at me. So that's a great story, Landon. Do you now, was your mother or your father?
Yes,
more-
so my dad is not musical. My mom is very musical.
Okay.
She was a choir director, piano player. So much of my growing up was being at choir retreats and kind of just close harmony practices. And I grew up playing drums first. I learned drums when I was like 10 years old. I started playing drums for our tent revivals and various things in North Louisiana.
Wow.
And then at 14, I recorded my first album.
Yes.
And it was just me and my friend doing it at the house. But it put me in the process of create, document, complete, which is that's what you have to do to really make records. Is you can't just jam a song. You have to remember that song, document that song, share it with your collaborators, keep wanting the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
Wake up and want it again.
Yeah.
And then keep playing it.
Yeah.
And it's put me in a good way. I've released at least an album a year since.
Wow.
And I constantly record. We're recording a new record next month. I'm releasing one right now, and we put one out in December. And it's not that volume is everything, but I don't know anybody who writes the way I write, and I'm not saying they're not out there, but I have found across the distance that I'm not the best guitar player. I'm not going to be the dancer that Charlie Crockett is, but I can keep working songs, and I can keep digging into my soul and dragging it up and putting it on paper, and there's something to it. Like, finishing work is important.
Yes.
And
yes.
I feel like if there's a strength I have, it's keeping on it.
Yes. Well, I would say when I went to see you, that's what I saw, is that you have talents.
You want a song?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have talents that are untapped, and so here we're gonna go into one of your songs.
Sure. Well, since we got one mic, so I'm gonna let Lacey get a little close here too. But this is one we wrote 2 weeks ago. It's about here in Gillespie County. that she wanted a garden. She said that she wanted a graveyard, small patio with a fountain, sweet sitting room with wood-paneled walls, a place to tell time by the shadows. Watch all the seasons blow right past your door. You, me, a porch in December helps us remember what fire's for. It's a long valley, it's a long way back home, it's a long winter, cuts right to the bone. She wanted a fine palomino, a horse she could ride, and someone to save, trail they could ride out together. He's driving the herd, she's getting the gates, butterfly kiss of her lashes, the long letting go, the world's winding down, a place she could scatter his ashes, to finally rest, return to the ground. It's a long valley, it's a long way back home, it's a long memory you don't carry alone. She said that she wanted a garden, she said that she wanted a graveyard.
Great.
Great song.
Thank you.
Beautiful,
Great
beautiful.
song, guys.
You guys have a great blend. It's almost as if you became one person right there.
Yeah.
Just y'all's, the way you just moved in the song. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Now, how did you and Lacey come to collaborate together?
Well, I was playing a show at August Ease, which was what is now Los Tios,
Yep.
a few years ago, and her and Matthew, her brother, were just in there hanging out, and they're around the community, and we met, and then I just went up there and played a song, and they're like, "Wait, you play good music."
Yeah.
And we just kind of became friends, and a few years, of just being friends in the community went by, and then one night, actually, we were at Albert Hotel before it opened. It was the soft opening. We were up in the, I don't know what you call that,
suite.
the suite.
Okay.
And Matthew was having his birthday party,
Ah.
and we were just all brought. His wish was everybody bring their guitars, and we're just going to play up there and kind of serenade and marinate and have a good time. And she sang, and I'd never heard her sing. We'd been friends for a little while, and I heard her sing, and it just fell in love with it.
That's
and couldn't
awesome.
believe what I was hearing, and was like, "Hey, could we talk more about maybe playing some music together?" And I said, "Hey, we're about to record an album," which was American Paradox at the time. I was like, "I'd love for you to come just sing harmonies on this."
Yeah.
And we picked like 2 or 3 songs, and then she sang on like all of them.
Yeah.
And she came in and just knew all the words, knew everything already, felt and internalized the music, and so then we just kept going and recorded another record.
Yeah.
And then I started asking her to play piano, and so we bought her a Nord keyboard, and then she learned that, and we've been kind of getting into just getting better at collaborating. And now, I mean, this year has really kicked it into high gear because we've been we spend a lot of time together. She plays with me regularly. It's just like this. Like if I'm gonna go do it, I'd rather just bring Lacey.
Yeah.
And we're co-writing songs. Like that song Long Valley, we wrote that together.
Wow.
And I've never been able to write with people, and until Lacey.
Okay.
And we were actually up in Nashville. There's a band called the Drop Tines that I write their music for, a bit of their music, and they were playing Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
And so they invited us up and said, "Hey, Landon, come up here and let's celebrate and do this, and we'll take some other meetings, and we're working some publishing deals and stuff right now." And it was we were sitting in the Airbnb in Nashville, and we're like, let's write one this morning.
Yeah.
And so we sing well together, but we also just write well together, which is just challenging to find in this world.
Yes.
Somebody that you can write with, because you kind of have to play by these imaginary rules of that universe, and just really have deep trust.
Yes.
So I can't say I'm from around here, but Lacey's from around. You want to tell them where you're
Sure, yeah. I grew up in San Antonio, not too far down the road.
Okay.
But I've been coming up to Fredericksburg, just north of Fredericksburg, where my family has a place off of the old Mason Road.
Yeah.
Since I was a little kid.
Wow.
And it's just been the past couple of years that I've called this, my main home. I actually spent a number of years, 17 years in Mexico City.
Oh my
before
gosh.
landing back here full time.
Wow.
So
that's great.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it's been a really nice homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
Great community to come back to.
Well, again, you guys really gel. I mean, on your music, and your personalities. I can see that y'all have a chemistry here. There was a band, y'all may know them, Civil Wars.
Oh yeah.
And
John Paul White.
oh my gosh, when they would sing, they became one person to me. They moved, they had the right rhythm, everything. So I see that here too. Dynamic duo right here.
Yeah.
So now you're writing your inspiration. Where do you get that, Landon? Or even your song?
Yeah, it's capturing real life and trying to remember it. Like that song, Long Valley, it's about the Barones Creek Valley and where she lives, and just there's some ideas that we had just been talking about and thought, well, that's a good line, or that's a good line. And I mean, the line, she's getting the gates, that just resonates, right? Like we all know what that's like. And I think that making songs that take what's beautiful or kind of tragic or that we can resonate with, it's real, and just putting a few more phrases around it is how I write. So it's paying attention all day, every day to what's happening.
Good point. Well, I want to expand into a song that I heard Landon play and sing, and it was called Land, Sea, and Air. And it's about the Kerrville flood. When I heard it, it moved me tremendously. I'm passionate about music as well, and so this song really spoke to me about the community there in Kerrville and what they went through. Can you talk about it and maybe play that song?
Yeah, so the July 4th flood was a pretty major turning point in Kerrville history. If you're from the region, you probably know about it. But I also have booked for this Arcadia Live as a venue in Kerrville that I've run sound and done talent buying for a number of years, and we put on Kerrville's Fourth on the River, which is a 4th of July thing every year, right there in the park. And that morning, we're up getting ready to we're worried that, it's raining a bit. We might have to push Robert O'Keefe's sound check back by an hour or two, kind of let dawn hit and get this. And then hours go by and it's just worse and worse and worse. And then we're just staring out there looking at our stage, which went downriver, and all of the tents and, porta potties and fences and literally everything. And at first we're grieving this cultural loss that is our annual fundraiser. And then, it's lives being lost, and then it's forests going down and gravel bars moving and 30 miles of desolation, all across. It's like by noon it was just like an atomic bomb had gone off in the Guadalupe River Valley, and you couldn't even leave your house anymore. It was just so devastating. It reminded me of living through Katrina in Louisiana, where everything is different now. There's the before and now there's the after. And so that's what I needed to write a song about. It really is what it comes down to. We have friends whose children passed. We have friends who passed. We've got, the camps that, Lacey was a counselor and an attendee at Camp Mystic growing up, and we're connected. It's our loss, and so I just needed to write a song about it.
Yes.
You want me to play it?
Yes,
before?
please.
Okay. They said it would rain, didn't know it'd flood, but the river is rising and we're washed in the blood. Her town is ripped in two, all by the one she loved. Tell me where you are, I'm coming. Cypress trees are bent over and broken. Tell me where you are, I'm coming. Land, sea, and air, I'll be there. Land, sea, and air. Came in through the window, you still in your bed. Hold on to your pillow, the water's over your head, and the walls get washed out, river takes your breath. Tell me where you are, I'm coming. Cypress trees are bent over and broken. Tell me where you are, I'm coming. Land, sea, and air, I'll be there. Land, sea, and air.
Wow. Amazing, amazing. Love it every time I hear it. You can just feel the emotion in it, the passion, and the drive to help all throughout that song. And, Landon, you also have a new album out right now. And you've got some new stuff coming out. And like you said, every couple of weeks you'll release a new song. Yesterday I was listening to your new song, Where Your Heart Belongs.
Yeah.
That is another great tugger of your heart. And can you guys perform that for us?
Absolutely.
All right.
Let me finish. Let me just tune. Anytime I
Okay.
capo, it doesn't take me long. But so this song actually is the first song Lacey ever heard me play at Augustee's, like we were talking about. I was gonna play a different song at that time, but then I was like, oh, I gotta play a song this girl's gonna like. It's about being a dad. I have 3 daughters, and there's you early on when I was writing songs, it was about girls, and it's still about girls, but they're just little girls now.
Yeah.
And nothing will break your heart like a daughter.
Oh.
So it's about that, but it's also about love. It's about everything, It's a little different. I'm excited to play it for you. I appreciate you requesting that.
Yes, sir.
Well, I don't know where your heart belongs. Just let me hold it for a minute, darling. Nothing said, nothing's wrong. Sometimes you're just dancing in silence. You're a fuse and I'm a match. Your birthday cake still gets a laugh. Make a wish and blow me out. I wanna float up and whisper in God's ear. Daddy-o, daddy-o. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, you. Slow down, Daddy. Long goodbye. Waving side by side while they pull down the driveway. Ooh, 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 well, let 'em know where the story ends. The build up, the let down, the tension. With a stroke, the arc begins. The ending is not even mentioned. If I'm not there, just write me in. I wanna flow from the tip of your ink pen. Daddy-o, Daddy-o. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, are you?
Great song.
Yeah. Great.
Great choice.
Wow, guys. I tell you what, everybody in the studio is tapping and smiling. I'm looking around, and you can't help it. What a great song. Now, Landon, you have this new album coming out. Is there one song that just puts it over the top for you, or something that you want to give us today?
You know, I wouldn't mind playing Valentine's and Valentine.
Could I take a moment
Yeah.
we'll do a break, and then we'll come back and you can sing us out.
Love
That
it.
sounds wonderful.
Perfect. That makes sense.
She's Patricia, known around these parts as marketing. She's Marsha, known around these parts as HR.
Were we
Yeah.
catching nothing on this mic?
Well, you were catching, but it just wasn't as loud.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Each district gets their own district meeting. In the meeting, you'll get a
That's something we'll have to set. We'll get Daniel to reset it for us.
Yeah.
which includes
And
In omnidirectional mics, what you need.
Yeah, that's
Which they're
true.
pretty affordable. Where just like it catches a wide. I mean, SM58 is meant to be, or 48, 58, 58. Yeah, it is intentionally right here because they're used for live music, so you don't want the drums to get into that send.
Okay.
surprises on your
Yep.
bill. In
I can
HR.
remember singing it. They would always go, "Put your mouth."
Yeah.
And next time you can be up here too if you want to, and then you have access to this one.
All right.
Central Texas
Yeah, that is
Electric
more so.
One
what you-
family, one co-op. Central Texas Electric Co-op.
You tell me. Valentine's Valentine. I was just thinking because it's a little.
It's nice.
You want to play hard
Back over to you, Walt.
All right, we're back here with Landon Lloyd Miller and Lacey Pipkin, and they're about to take us out with a beautiful rendition of a song that's on his new album. One that he is gonna just, guys, if you ever see this gentleman and Lacey out live, you're gonna see what I have already seen, and you're gonna enjoy it. You can't see him move, and you can't see the rhythm that this guy has, but I'll tell you right now, we've enjoyed our time here today. And we're going to kick it out with one last song with Landon Lloyd Miller and Lacey Pipkin.
It's Valentine's and Valentine. You got yours and I got mine. I just hope that down the line it's with you I'm dancing. I know it's just a taste. It's not like the hand of fate. I look at you and can't escape, feeling like I'm drowning. I'm still crying out my eyes in a Pecos bar, wishing and wondering where you are. I made my move out in Monahan, sliding down that winter sand. At the top you grabbed my hand. Was it all for nothing? It's with you I'm dancing. I know you've gotta stay. You never really run away. You said you meet me out in Balmoral, but that's not till summer. How long should lonely take? It's a view from the highest peak. I'd forgotten how to speak, but the words are coming. I'm still searching for your eyes in a stranger's smile, open in a dreaming, wishing and a wondering where you are. It's Valentine's in Valentine. You got yours and I got mine. I just hope that down the line, it's with you I'm dancing.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Landon, can you tell us where you're playing next and where we can listen to all your great music?
Absolutely. So yeah, Landon Lloyd Miller is my name. So anywhere you search that online, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, or Instagram even, that's my handle, Landon Lloyd Miller. It's just my name. Lloyd does have 2 L's, FYI. And this Thursday, actually, we're playing here in Fredericksburg at Junebug's Barbecue, which is part of the Albert Hotel. We're playing full band. We'll have our whole band there, and playing for I think 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So it's a barbecue. I'm sorry, it's a barbecue restaurant usually, but this week it's a crawfish boil, which of course tugs on my Louisiana heartstrings.
Yeah.
So come see us at Junebug's this week. We play once a month at the Saloon, also on Main Street. So if you just follow the Saloon Fredericksburg, you can see where we're doing that. Rockbox occasionally will sneak up and do something. So
Yeah.
we're trying to be around.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Walt, for a great interview. That was wonderful. And thank you so much to Lacey and Landon for being here with us at TexasRebelRadio.com, 107.9 on your dial, and TexasRebelRadio.com if you want to listen to us streaming. You can catch us everywhere in the world.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
This was great. Wow. Beautiful.